Hello, everyone. Welcome to the BZFlag broadcast or Battlezone broadcast. Razer here, and I'm here with MLG,
Hello.
and this is going to be our first pilot stream, and it's going to be super exciting, although not as exciting as our future streams.
That is totally
So
true.
today we're going to be talking a little bit about the BZFlag. What is it, and what are the competitive leagues? And we're going to talk a little bit about, the Ducati League and the Games United League. And then we're going to talk a little bit more about some current statistics with either of those. And of course, we're going to round the cast out with who we are, what the Battlezone broadcast is here to do, and what you can expect from us in the future.
That is totally true. And hello and welcome from my side too. Yes, I'm MLG, and we're presenting to you today what are we? What is BZFlag? So let's start off with what is BZFlag, I guess. In my opinion, BZFlag is a one-person shooter, a first-person shooter, but with tanks, rare enough. And but every time I explain it to other people, I say it's not like as you would imagine a first-person shooter. It's it's more tactical, and I think it's easy to learn. What do you think?
Yeah, BZ Flag, it's a little bit different than most first-person shooters because you don't have the option to look up and down, left and right. The only way that you do look around is by physically moving your tank. So it's a little bit different. I refer to BZ Flag as a FPS RTS. So it's a first-person shooter real-time strategy game. If you were to look at the game or look at a map that, with a match going on from the top down, it looks a little bit like a real-time strategy game. You got, units over here kind of moving in a general line, and you've got, units on the other side, of course, fighting them. So BZ Flag is defined as a free online multiplayer 3D tank battle game.
That's
So
yeah,
continue.
that's very true. And what I think, it is easy to learn but hard to master in the end. We have a lot of new players that are always dropping in here and there, and then the real old ones, the ones who are experienced, the ones who show us great gameplay, who always come up with new ideas and new techniques, new tactics, whatsoever. You can play this in a CTF style, as you all, as most of our viewers know, I guess. And that's what they play in the two big leagues, Games United and Ducati. I think we're gonna start out with highlighting the features of Ducati a little bit.
Yeah, Ducati, we found out by talking to some little bit older, I want to say aged members of the community,
Let's say
that Ducati
experience.
was originally experienced. Thank you. Ducati was originally founded by Chestel and this other guy, Veloch. If I'm probably saying that wrong. Um, and we're not sure exactly when the year it was founded quite yet, but we do know they founded it, and each year they do have the Chessval Cup. I think the last year's Chessval Cup was about a 20-on-20 game, I think. I've seen a few videos on YouTube. So just a few, just to delve into what Ducati League is. It's a little bit more basic than some of the servers out there, like some of the public servers, and all the basically the basic rules is you get 2 shots at a time, and you cannot jump.
Uh,
So
but
it's pretty.
but what you do have is that are ricochets, and that's a very important factor, obviously, because you can just bounce your bullets off walls and hit your enemies with that. What you also need is a very clever dodging, and what we see up on screen right now are the leaderboards here in this team-based league.
Yeah, this is the current ladder. We do see not the most active team on the top there, Cerberus, led by JH. They do have the most points right now, and I want to say the third most matches. So they've been around for quite a while. And down at the bottom, I think they might be fairly new to the league. If you do scroll to the right a little bit, you should be able to see when they were founded, and that is, let's see, it's got the creation date. The Reptiles was founded in 2012, so they're not as old as some of the teams. Vitamin BZ being the oldest team, they were founded in 2002, so we do know that Ducati League is quite old, indeed. So let's see what else. The most active team in Ducati currently is Noah's Ark, having a lot more players than some of the other teams. I do know that Osta is online very frequently, and he is the team leader of Noah's Ark, and he's quite a what's the word I'm looking for? Impressive player on the battlefield.
He definitely is, and someone recently told me Noah's Ark are actually heading for the winning this season, and with this activity, I think they are off to a good start to doing this. So, and yeah, with matching so much lately, I think they're totally gonna do it. But what we have on the GU side, GU being Games United, is impressive as well, as we have here in first place Rawhide with a score of 1,570 points and only 43 matches. That's amazing. They don't have
that is pretty impressive.
Yes, it is. They are a fairly young team, but with incredibly experienced players forming around leader Slam. On second place we have Bad Company with a score of 1,500 points, 574 matches, playing well as well. And on third place, Battlezone Brothers, very closely followed, with only 11 points difference by Poison, who have 1,424 points at only 122 matches, which is impressive as well, getting so many points in so few matches.
Yeah, I think if they continue to be as active as they are, Poison will probably surpass Battlezone Brothers here in the next season or so.
Yes, that probably is, and maybe within this week or the next two, if they keep on playing a lot, we can see them passing them already. But on the lower side of this ladder, we do have Sentinels at the very bottom, grouping around leader Kesslar. Well, they have a lot of very young players who are eager to learn, players who really are looking for matching a lot more, I think. And with only 36 matches and 990 points, I think they are in a good position to mix this league a bit up.
Yeah, I actually recently joined Sentinels myself, so I'll be looking to help push that team towards getting their first few W's in there. So hopefully we'll be able to get back in the swing of things here pretty soon.
Yeah, that's I hope that for you too. On the second to last place, we have the Resistance with 1,061 points, and right above them, Bears with 1,136 points, almost midfield.
Yeah, I don't see Bears going anywhere anytime soon, honestly.
No, not really.
Their original team founder was Beast0001.
Yes.
And I'm not sure where he went, so I'm not sure if he joined another team, but he left the team to me, and as I was leaving to join Sentinels as well. So I hope that Joe 90 can take the reins a little bit more actively than Beast did originally, but we'll see what happens with them in the future.
We totally are, and we will be keeping track of that. You can believe us, and if you want to share our channel and our Twitter, our Twitch, our YouTube, then go ahead and do that on some of your social media, because we would really like to have more viewers and promote BZFlag, in fact.
Yeah, that is one of our goals here with the Battlezone broadcast. Our hope is to expand the player base and the knowledge of BZFlag out to the masses, and just try and get some new players into it, and just try and get this game back on its feet. We do know the development of this game has been forestalled basically solely by the player base decreasing over the last year
Yes.
or two. So
Yes, that is true. And you can totally see that with the activity here in the league. We were earlier talking to Kira, who you all should be familiar with, and she told us that at some point, some years back, they had an incredible activity of some teams of 8 matches per day, because that is what this activity tells us. It is matches per day, and at the moment, Reptiles here with 1.22 matches a day are on top, which actually isn't that much, if I say so myself.
it really isn't.
Okay, but let's stop talking about the league here. Let's better go back to ourselves. And how did you learn to know and learn to love BZFlag?
As a matter of fact, I found BZFlag in, I want to say, 2004. I was in um, the Upper Peninsula of Michigan in the United States, doing a summer youth program at Michigan Tech University, and they had I was doing a C++ class, and they had BZFlag on all the computers in there, and in between our projects, it was we always use BZFlag to try and motivate us to code faster, so that we could go on and play. Let's see, I want to say originally, like every time when we played, we always played on Viper's Two Castles, which is the first map that I ever came to know and love. It was a little different back then. So now
Yeah.
Two Castles changed its host since then, but still a great map in my opinion. After that summer youth program, of course, I established my nickname razer and have maintained that since. Uh, I went a little inactive in 2009 when I joined the military, so it's
Understandable, I
yeah, it's
guess.
been quite a journey actually.
Yeah.
So, but I'm gonna be here to stay with the Battlezone broadcast. So I'm
Uh,
gonna try and get this thing. Want to get this thing rolling. So excited.
yes. Yes, that is good
What
to
about
hear.
you? What about you?
Yes, I'm totally going to stay with this too, and as I have stayed with BZFlag within over the last 5 years, I guess, here and there some little breaks, once half a year, once another half a year, but in common I've always stayed with it, and I started playing BZFlag at a internet cafe actually, and then took it home and was kind of disappointed that
Interesting.
yeah, trusting. And was kind of disappointed that I couldn't get on the server because it was a local server there. Then I went to the server list and found Planet Mofo, which was all different back then. They had the great map, great other map up, which I think actually still is up, but with a different playstyle. Check it out; it is awesome. And then I played a little bit, and I was very frustrated too because I would always have a score of 50 below zero or something like that. But I think that's normal if you if you start to play BZ Flag, and all of you who don't play BZ Flag, don't get startled by that. Just go on playing, and you'll know the fun. You'll get to know the people, you get to know the fun, you get to know the leagues and the servers. It's gonna be awesome.
Most
And
important thing if you are learning, I think, is asking questions. If
totally.
you honestly, or watch, observe, but ask people questions. I still ask people questions all the time. Um,
Yes, that is
how do
very
you
important.
how do you do this shot, or how did you learn to do this, or just general stuff.
Yes, and also the forums do help you with that. In order to play, actually, you have to register on them. Well, in order to play in leagues and as a registered player, you have to register there and in the leagues. But well, getting that little fancy plus in front of your name, you have to register there, and then can use this nickname you got there in game. You will find the forums under what was it again?
It's BZFlag. Well, let's see. When you click on the forums, let me click on the forums real quick. It used to be my.bzflag.org/bb, but it is now forums.bzflag.org. You
Well,
could go there, register your nickname.
you will always get redirected, I guess. Um,
Yes, you will.
yes, you will. Totally, you will. So much on our side, I guess. Well, and finally, I landed up in the GU League playing GU, and a little bit of Ducati lately, but I'm a big favorite of GU. What's your favorite league?
Yeah, definitely Ducati. We used to, of course, play Pillbox back in the day, but
Oh,
Ducati
that
is
one.
definitely my favorite.
I love
I just find it
Pillbox a lot too.
easier to deal with 2 dimensions than 3 dimensions. I'm learning GU. We'll get there eventually.
All right.
So,
Um, yeah, I love the GU packed GU action packed playstyle where you can jump, where you have 3 shots opposed to 2 in the Ducati League. You also have the ricochets, all those pyramids and catwalks where you can walk on. The bases are actually in the air and hard to get to if you're faced with an opponent. And yeah, I think that's why it is more interesting than Ducati, actually. So, I think we have covered pretty much everything we wanted to cover in here, or did we leave anything out?
actually, we have yet to talk about who we are. So, the Battlezone broadcast is geared towards getting the word out about, hey, here's what's going on. This some of the stuff you can expect from us in the future is going to be, hey, what's going on this week? What matches have taken place recently? And just kind of what's new in news with the leagues. And we're also going to be providing commentary for big time events as well as occasionally the just the weekly matches is especially those matches by the more active teams or the more skilled teams. Um, and so especially we talked a bit about the ladder in GU. If we start seeing Poison, just doing some matches, we're definitely going to want to provide some commentary for those because those are going to be exciting as they looking to surpass Battlezone Brothers in the top 3 there.
Yes.
So also some of the other smaller teams, highly skilled teams, and then of course your I want to say annual events. You got the Chessball Cup. I don't know if that goes by calendar year. I'm not sure if they're gonna. I think we missed it this year,
I
or they just didn't do it.
Well, I didn't notice they did it this year, but I had some months of inactivityness. But they did a 2 Rikers this year, I guess. Awesome. Could only watch one,
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately. Didn't play in any. Who would have guessed? Yeah, Rikers Cup being the GU, the big GU tournament between Europe and USA. And
It seems Jade Spacey actually provided us with the information. There were 2 Chessball Cups this year as well.
oh, nice. Okay.
This is news to me a little bit.
Thank you very much. Thank you very
We'll,
much.
we'll
Okay.
So we'll definitely be covering those as far as commentary goes in the future. But we will say straight up that our commentary, that if you plan on watching the game in the game, listening to our commentary may be less useful or less exciting since you will be in the game and you're getting the action there on the spot. Whereas if we're going to be streaming the game, if we're going to be streaming the game, it's going to be a little bit delayed, and you are going to hear that commentary later than, and so just shot orbit, but it actually happened 30 seconds ago. So that's just the nature of the internet, and we ask you to bear with us, but also maybe turn on Twitch and watch us from there instead of watching in BZFlag.
Yes, of course. You would totally want to do that because you have the actions simultaneously, our fun and action-packed commentary at the same time. It's gonna be awesome. We actually already did a live stream on some GU fun matches. I think some of you all also watched these. Let us hear what you think, what you thought about it, how you liked it, what we could do better. We always are looking for some feedback. Feedback. That is the most important thing we can get, as well as support with information from more experienced players and ideas what we can bring on. What would you like to see on there? You can post on Twitch TV, on Twitter, on Facebook. And also on YouTube, we will be in a few days, or yeah, in the next time.
Yep.
Putting
So you can find us here at the Battlezone broadcast at Twitch, and then on Twitter we are actually just the BZ broadcast or @ BZ broadcast, and then we have a Facebook page now as well. You can always leave us feedback there, and it's facebook.com/BattleZoneBroadcast, all one word, no spaces. So if you have any suggestions, hey, my team's looking to match so and so.
We're just starting.
Yep.
So yes, this is what we're gonna be doing. This is what you can expect of us, and I think nothing.
Be sure
there's nothing.
like, subscribe, follow, comment.
Yes.
All the above on all our social media, and tell all your friends.
Yeah, please do that. We will be so glad to hear from you. Need your feedback. And I think what now leaves us to do is just say thank you very much for watching this stream, listening to us, getting on a bit about BZFlag, about the leagues, about ourselves. And I'm MLG, and I would like to say you goodbye and good evening.
And I'm razer as well. In the future, also keep an eye out for Mocha Warrior, maybe helping us stream. He couldn't be here today due to just some geographical location issues, but he is on our team as well, and he'll be with us in the future. So
yes, shouts out to Mocha Warrior.
Let's see. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, that about wraps it up for us. And MLG, were you going to post up a video that you recorded earlier, or not?
No, I was not going to. No. Thank
Okay,
you.
that's fine. So, what do you want to do now? Honestly, we could go in and play some fun matches.
Yes, that sounds fun. Yeah, let's go to, I think, Brad's or BZ Battleground. Well, we could do that. As our talking bit is over now.
Yeah, pretty much. Do you want to, I'm going to just shut down all the, I have so many windows open right now, it's ridiculous. Let's wait, the Twitter, the Gmail. Goodness gracious. If I open BZ right now, I think it would be, my jitter would be ridiculous. What is this? So, what server? So, since we are still live, also we will be looking. We'll be having guests from time to time to interview, and that segment is going to be BZTalk. You also look for our BZ cast, which will. Those are the times where we'll be providing commentary for those matches. So, I think future guests we're going to look at, we're going to try and get Kira on here, and who else? Probably Chestel at some point.
Oh, Chestel would be great.
And
Brad, of course.
And we should definitely get Brad. We need to interview Brad and probably tell him that.
As he's now back from the US. As always. And if there's some server issue, it's Brad's fault. Totally.
It is. It's always Brad's fault.
Okay.
All right. Well, that about does it for us for tonight. And we will see you in BZFlag.
Yes.
Get in there.
Goodbye.
Hey, do you want to play